Hey there, friends. So let's take a hot second to talk fitness and the newest research on women's fitness, okay? So there's 3 things that we need to know that factor into our longevity. And if you haven't heard me on the podcast or in my courses or community before, I measure everything in energy. I'm no longer interested in the six-pack abs or the toned arms. I'm all about longevity, being around for my grandchildren, and staying mobile and active, right? So let's talk about those 3 things. Number 1, top of the list, muscle mass. Especially in perimenopause and beyond, women start to deteriorate in muscle mass if they're not doing something proactively against it. If they're not strength training and focusing on lifting heavy-ish, we can start to lose muscle mass even faster. So number 1, muscle is the key to longevity, as Dr. Gabrielle Lyon says, and if we're not lifting, we're losing it. Number 2, cardiovascular health, right? So let's talk VO2 max. A lot of women are doing the Orange Theory classes right now, or the home fitness cardio workouts, or riding the Peloton. They're doing a lot of cardio when they really need to be doing more strength training. But cardio is still important. Why? Because actually we know that a woman's VO2 max has a direct correlation to her longevity. But the newest research is now showing that women, especially in their perimenopausal decade, over the age of 35, they don't need to be working harder. They need to be working smarter. 2 days a week of high intensity intervals as follows. 30 seconds of hard work, could be high knees, jumping jacks, whatever you want to be, burpees, right? Like high intensity movement, 30 seconds on, 2 minutes off, times 4. Did you know that the average HIIT workout, like scientifically HIIT workouts are 8 to 10 minutes max? But commercial fitness teaches us that we need to be going that hard for 20, 30, 40, 60 minutes. It's just not true. 2 days a week, 30 seconds on, 2 minutes off, times 4. And then last but not least, mobility. The number one reason that older adults go into the nursing home is because of sarcopenia, also known as muscle loss, the inability to get up and down off the floor. So being able to do things like yoga, or walking, or even weighted walking, which gets your resistance training in with your walk, functional movements, keeping those joints limber, keeping your muscles flexible. Those are all things that are going to aid in your longevity. So muscle mass, lift heavy-ish 4 days a week. VO2 max, intervals 2 days a week, but it doesn't need to be 30 minutes. Just what I said, right? Like just a few minutes long. And then walking every day, / yoga / flexibility work to keep yourself mobile. That's the recipe for longevity when it comes to your fitness.